Hello, Quilt Roadies. How are y'all doing? I hope you're having a great day. I just got done with a live with Ariane Zierscher. You can find her on Facebook. I'll put the link below. She's my girlfriend in New York City who does artistic stitching. Unbelievable, but we always have a good time. I think we have a similar sense of humor and a similar way of looking at the world. Maybe I should say it that way. We're very forgiving of each other. I think that's it. But today's video, I decided to do a video that will make you feel better about yourself. You know, we can do all kinds of exercise or meditation. We can join support groups. But this video today is just to make you feel better about yourself. And how am I going to do that? I am going to show you what I discovered when I was looking for something. So if you are judging yourself, too many whips, what they call work in progress in the cross-stitch world, or UFOs, unfinished objects, or PIGS, which is project in grocery sacks. We have just as many acronyms in the quilting world as in the cross-stitching world. If you think that you are going to be judged here, this is a judge-free zone, mainly because I don't want to be judged either. And I'm going to share with you some of the things that I've discovered that will make you either say, oh, I'm just like her, or thank God I'm not like her. Anyway, this video is going to be just about making you feel better about yourself. So I was looking for something. You know, I'm always looking for something in this room. Since this move, I have spent probably a bit of every day looking for something. And I know I told you last time that sometimes I stand in the center of the room and I wonder where that is. And I have almost all the blocks completely done and stitched for Remember the Giver by Timeless Traditions. And I'll put those links of my projects below, the ones I know. Yeah, let me just say, it's only the ones I know. But I can't find the sashing or the border fabric. I know I had it. I have looked in my stash, my fabric stash, to see if I put it back there. I kind of kept it all together, so I was looking at project boxes, which brings me to my next venture. I am going to attempt to do what I call the project box interviews. And that is projects, because you know the thing about it is that with this whole pandemic and sheltering in place, we don't get to go to workshops, and we don't get to go to classes, and we don't even get some of us don't even get to go to a quilt shop because of lockdowns. And so it's kind of like out of sight, out of mind. And I thought there's got to be a way to get that inspiration and that spark back and not feel overwhelmed by the piles. So I thought I'm going to start the project box interviews, and I'm going to interview a designer and put it here on YouTube. We'll do it via Zoom. And let's hope I can pull this off, so don't be holding your breath or anything. But I kind of want to talk to those friends of mine that are designers or people that I've taken class from that the project is still sitting, waiting for new inspiration, and part of that is seeing them again. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Yeah. I think this will help not only me, but it will help you also. Because I can't be the only one that has UFOs. I mean, I know there are people, I have a girlfriend like that do one project at a time. If there was an animal that was a cross between a lab puppy and a crow, that would be me. That would be me. But I am bound and determined to get some things done, because I found, when I was looking for something, I found a whole box of things that were forgotten and in progress. And I know that's not the only box in this room. So it was just a box that held a whole bunch. So to make you feel better about yourself, I'm going to show you some of those projects. So I found this adorable Little Red 15, it's called. It's by the Red Button Company, and it came with the fabrics and the buttons. Oh, they're so cute. You see? How far am I? All I have to do is attach the buttons and then layer and quilt it. I mean, really. I have 2 more stems to do, and I started working on that this morning. And they're embroidered, and then sew the buttons on. That's the thing, is that I probably was really close, and then something caught my eye. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to finish that up. We're going to finish that up. These are the things we're going to finish. And remember, I told you that this is the year of the homemade Christmas gifts. I try to do that somewhat every year, but this year is total. So I told you about napkins. Yeah. I found a whole pile. And my one sample, isn't that cute? Christmas napkin. Look at it, folds like that. It's just a half a circle. Although I have to say that in my new rendition, it won't have the trunk. That was just too much busy work for me. But it's just half a circle cut, and then I did some embroidery stitching around, and I even had the next one cut out, and it was cut out of a wrapper. The half a circle was cut out from the wrapper, and a whole pile of fabrics to make the napkins out of. So I am making those napkins. I found, what do you call those? Pot holders. Pot holders I started. And these were at the Stitchin' Post, Annette. So if you call up the Stitchin' Post and you ask, what was that thing that Annette made? She's the one that made these out of pre-printed fabric. And they're just kind of like pot holders, and it has like Timtex in it. And so I had them all layered and ready to sew, but that's as far as it got. Everyone in my family is getting a pot holder. I can hear them all cringing right now. So there's pot holders, a pile of pot holders, a pile of napkins, my Little Red Button quilt, and then my needle turn. Yes, I do needle turn. Needle turn applique. It's like, that's the thing, is that I do a little bit of everything. So I'm going to finish this. There's my needle turn Hawaiian applique of octopus. And it actually, I only have 1.5 octopi to finish the needle turn. So I'm going to finish that. And I don't know if I'll make it into a wall hanging or a pillow. I'm not quite sure. But I like the fabrics I chose, and I loved it at the time, and then I lost it, and I found it in this move. The next thing I found was this adorable miniature tumbling block. And it's all quilted. All it needed was the binding. And what stopped me is I wanted the binding to be the same color as the border, because I didn't want to add another color. And I didn't like the way the black, if I bound it in black, it makes your eye kind of go out, and I wanted it to stay in, if that makes any sense. So I knew I had this fabric, some left over for the binding, but I could never find it. I mean, we're talking at least 4 years of never finding that fabric. And then what happened? In the move, I found the fabric. So now I'm going to make the binding and finish this project. It's adorable. And this was one of the tumbling blocks came from, they were pre-cut. Yeah, pre-cut in a pack from Primitive Gatherings. And then the last thing that was in that box was this table topper. All pieced. And so I found some backing in my stash. Yes, I'm sticking to that. And I wanted to pick a backing where, you know, it's sparkly and the quilting thread wouldn't show up as much. And then I got my fusible batting and I layered it, and it's ready for quilting. I tell you, I am feeling quite smug with this plan. So that's why I'm here today, is to let you know that you're okay. You're a great quilter, stitcher, crafter, whatever. You are, this show is about making you feel better. And with all of this stuff that I have, and that's just the tip of the iceberg, you should be feeling amazing, amazing. Because I still have all of these things to quilt, but a lot of these are like, this is table runner, you know, table runner, wall hanging. I should be able to get this quilting going and getting some things done. My hand stitching projects are what they are. Those are going to take a while. And just wish me luck that I do find the sashing and border fabric for that Remember the Giver. I mean, it's got to be here somewhere. And stay tuned. I look forward, I hope you will enjoy and look forward to those Project Box interviews. And let's see if we can figure out how to do those. Okay? Well, thank you. This was all about you and making you feel better about yourself.